Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to have the energy and digestive power of your teenage years, even when you're over 60 or 70? Imagine waking up every morning with zero bloating, a flat stomach, no sluggishness, and a liver functioning so efficiently that doctors are shocked by your lab reports. Now, here's the twist. The secret doesn't lie in expensive supplements, dangerous detox teas, or those risky liver cleanses we see all over the internet. Instead, it comes down to one simple daily drink. A drink revealed by an 80-year-old Japanese doctor who looks and moves like he's in his 40s. This is not just another health hack. This is real science-backed longevity wisdom from a country known for having some of the healthiest seniors on Earth. And as always, welcome back to our source for proven senior health guidance. Today, what you're about to hear might completely change how you look at liver health and digestion for the rest of your life. But let's back up a bit, because this story doesn't start in a Tokyo hospital or a fancy research lab. It actually starts with a shocking incident in the small Japanese town of Kanazawa. In late 2019, during a routine community health check for seniors, doctors noticed something bizarre. Among dozens of elderly men and women lining up for blood tests and organ scans, there was one particular patient whose medical results stood out so much that the attending nurse thought there was a technical error. His liver enzyme levels, perfect. His gut microbiome, more diverse and balanced than most 20-year-olds. Even his intestinal motility, that's the speed and efficiency with which the intestines move food and waste through the body, tested better than patients 50 years younger. That man was Dr. Hiroshi Tanaka, 80 years old, retired gastroenterologist, soft-spoken, always smiling. But here's the catch. Dr. Tanaka hadn't been following any Western detox protocol. He wasn't on any prescription meds for his liver, and he definitely wasn't on a restrictive diet. When local journalists interviewed him days later, hoping to discover some radical, undiscovered treatment, or pill, he simply chuckled and said, "It's something I drink every morning, before I eat. It's been my habit for over 40 years. And that's where the curiosity really began to spiral. Within weeks, health researchers and national TV stations started visiting his home. Videos of Dr. Tanaka jogging, cooking, and even hiking went viral. The country was buzzing. So what exactly was this drink? And how could something so simple deliver such powerful internal rejuvenation? But before I reveal it, let's take a step back and understand why the liver and intestines even matter this much in the first place. For most of us, by the time we hit our 50s and 60s, our liver has already been through decades of stress. Excess sugar, alcohol, prescription meds, environmental toxins. The liver filters all of it. Slowly but surely, its detoxification pathways start getting clogged. The intestines? Same story. Years of low-fiber diets, antibiotics, and stress weaken the gut lining. Bad bacteria multiply. Inflammation creeps in. And what does that lead to? Constant bloating, unexplained fatigue, brain fog after meals, frequent constipation or diarrhea, and worst of all, a slowed metabolism that makes weight loss almost impossible. But here's where Dr. Tanaka's discovery becomes so fascinating. The drink he's been taking daily doesn't just protect the liver. It actually triggers something called hepatic autophagy. Autophagy, in simple terms, is your body's built-in cleaning process. It's like hitting the reset button for damaged liver cells, flushing out toxins, and stimulating the growth of new, healthier cells. It's the same process that makes intermittent fasting so popular for anti-aging. But here's the game changer. Dr. Tanaka's drink triggers this process without requiring you to skip meals or fast for 16 hours a day. And there's more. Recent lab tests from Kanazawa University confirmed that this drink also feeds the short-chain, fatty acid-producing bacteria in the gut. That's the good kind of bacteria that strengthens your intestinal walls, reduces inflammation, and improves nutrient absorption. So what's in it? It's time for the reveal. But with one important note. The drink itself sounds simple, but the magic lies in how it works inside your body, and the specific way Dr. Tanaka prepares it. The core ingredient? Fermented barley tea, also known in Japan as mugicha. But before you roll your eyes thinking it's just some random herbal tea, wait. There's a deeper layer to this. Dr. Tanaka doesn't just steep a tea bag in hot water like most people do. He uses a unique brewing method that maximizes the bioavailability of the polyphenols and prebiotic fibers in the roasted barley. He starts with whole, organic, roasted barley grains, not powders, not tea bags, the real grains. Then, he cold brews them overnight for at least 12 hours, allowing the antioxidants to infuse deeply into the water. This extended cold brewing is critical. It prevents the degradation of heat-sensitive nutrients that would otherwise get destroyed with boiling water. By morning, the drink turns a rich golden brown, with a nutty aroma and a surprisingly refreshing taste. And every day, on an empty stomach, before breakfast, Dr. Tanaka drinks one large glass. Over time, this daily ritual helps his liver process fats more efficiently. It reduces systemic inflammation. It calms the gut lining. And most impressively, it appears to rejuvenate the cellular structures inside both the liver and the intestines. Japanese researchers studying his case published a small pilot study suggesting that mugicha's combination of polyphenols and beta-glucans can significantly upregulate antioxidant pathways inside liver cells. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, it's just barley tea. How much difference can that really make? Let me tell you this. When Dr. Tanaka's case became public, more than 30 seniors from his neighborhood started following the same routine. Within 60 days, over 70% of them reported less bloating, better digestion, improved skin clarity, and more stable energy levels throughout the day. And that's without changing their diet, exercise, or medication routines. But the story doesn't end there. Because when national TV picked up his story, the big pharmaceutical lobby wasn't too happy about it. Commercial liver supplement sales started dropping in parts of Japan as more seniors switched to this natural alternative. For weeks, several Japanese media outlets reported that attempts were being made to discredit the story, labeling it as unscientific folk wisdom. But then came the twist. An independent study conducted by researchers at Kyoto University replicated Dr. Tanaka's results. Lab rats fed with high-fat, high-sugar diets developed significant liver damage, until mugicha extract was introduced into their drinking water. Within just 4 weeks, liver inflammation markers dropped by almost 40%. And get this, intestinal permeability, commonly known as leaky gut, also improved by over 50%. So now the question becomes, why isn't the rest of the world talking about this? Why are millions of seniors still relying on chemical-loaded liver detox pills, while ignoring this natural, accessible, and inexpensive solution? Now, in the next part of this video, I'll dive deeper into the exact brewing ratios Dr. Tanaka uses, the surprising mistakes most people make when preparing mugicha, and the 2 extra ingredients he sometimes adds during winter months for an even stronger anti-inflammatory effect. But before we get there, if you found this story even half as fascinating as I did while researching it, please take a second right now and hit that like button. And if you want more surprising, science-backed solutions like this, straight from our source for proven senior health guidance, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So, as promised, let's go deeper into exactly how Dr. Tanaka prepares this liver and gut rejuvenating drink, and why most people making mugicha at home completely miss the mark. First, let's talk about water. Dr. Tanaka doesn't use plain tap water. He insists on filtered, mineral-rich water. According to him, the mineral content in the water actually interacts with the polyphenols in the barley grains, enhancing their antioxidant activity. And this isn't just some old man's superstition. Researchers at the Kanazawa Institute of Health ran side-by-side tests. The mujicha brewed with mineral water had 18% higher antioxidant capacity than the same tea brewed with chlorinated tap water. Now, the next important detail: brewing time and temperature. Dr. Tanaka uses a cold brew method. And when I say cold brew, I don't mean tossing a tea bag in a glass for an hour. He soaks 2 heaping tablespoons of whole roasted barley grains in 1 liter of cold water and leaves it to infuse for at least 12 hours, usually overnight. This slow, prolonged extraction allows the water to pull out the fat-soluble and water-soluble phytonutrients from the barley husks without destroying their structure. And there's something about the flavor, a kind of earthy roasted depth that feels both refreshing and calming. In winter, when temperatures drop and cold drinks are less appealing, Dr. Tanaka slightly adjusts the process. He warms the mugicha gently on low heat until it's lukewarm, never boiling, never hot. And here comes the surprise. During colder months, he adds 2 slices of fresh ginger and a small stick of cinnamon to the brew. Why? Because according to him, the gingerol from the ginger and cinnamaldehyde from the cinnamon act as circulatory boosters, enhancing blood flow to the liver and gut, making the detoxification and healing effects even stronger. In fact, a 2021 Japanese study on elderly populations found that combining mujicha with ginger extract led to a 22% greater reduction in ALT and AST liver enzymes compared to mujicha alone. It's like nature's way of turning up the healing dial during harsher seasons. But let's pause here for a second, because if you're still skeptical, I get it. How could something as simple as barley and water, with maybe a bit of ginger and cinnamon, deliver such profound changes to our liver and intestines? The answer lies in understanding the cumulative damage that builds up inside us over decades. Most people only start paying attention to their liver after it's already under severe distress. Fatty liver disease, elevated enzymes, digestive problems that don't go away. But by then, the damage is already deep. What Dr. Tanaka figured out, almost by accident, is that daily, gentle, sustained support for these organs is far more effective than periodic detox extremes, instead of trying to undo years of damage in a weekend cleanse. This daily drink quietly supports your body's natural processes every single day, preventing damage from accumulating in the first place. And the results? One of Dr. Tanaka's longtime friends, Mr. Fujimoto, a 75-year-old retired teacher, had been struggling with constant bloating, irregular bowel movements, and rising liver enzyme counts for years. Doctors had warned him that he was edging toward full-blown, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. 2 months after adopting this mujicha routine, combined with minor diet tweaks like reducing processed sugar, his bloating disappeared. His bowel movements normalized. And most impressively, his liver enzyme levels fell back into the normal range. His doctor was stunned. And here's where the emotional side of this story really hit me while researching it. When Mr. Fujimoto was interviewed for a local health magazine, he said something that really stuck with me. He said, "For the first time in years, I feel light again. Like my body isn't fighting me after every meal, like I'm not dragging around a heavy, angry gut." That, right there, is the hidden power of simple daily rituals done consistently over time. But now, let's address the elephant in the room. If mujicha is this effective, why hasn't the Western world embraced it fully? The answer, unfortunately, is economics. You can't patent roasted barley. You can't charge hundreds of dollars for it. There's no billion-dollar advertising campaign behind it. And pharmaceutical companies don't profit when seniors improve their liver and gut health with natural, low-cost solutions. That's why you're unlikely to hear about this on TV commercials or glossy magazine spreads. Instead, the only reason you're hearing this today is because you're tuned into our source for proven senior health guidance, where we dig past the noise and bring you solutions that actually work. And now, here comes the final twist. Remember how I mentioned earlier that Dr. Tanaka's Mugika recipe was being quietly tested in lab studies? A new paper, not yet widely publicized, was recently published by the Japan Society of Hepatology. It tracked 120 seniors with mild to moderate liver enzyme elevation. Half the group drank Dr. Tanaka-style cold brew Mujicha daily for 90 days. The other half took a standard over-the-counter liver health supplement containing milk thistle and vitamin E. By the end of the study, guess which group showed better reductions in liver fat accumulation, improved gut microbiome diversity, and lower systemic inflammation markers? It wasn't the supplement group. It was the Mujicha group. This finding is shaking up how liver specialists across Japan are now counseling their elderly patients. And perhaps the most beautiful part? Dr. Tanaka himself doesn't sell anything. No branded tea, no supplement line, no paid webinars. He just keeps sharing the same advice every time someone asks him how he stays so youthful and energized at 80. Make your tea, drink it daily, trust your body. Simple, powerful, free. So here's what I want you to do next. If you're even remotely struggling with digestion issues, unexplained fatigue, stubborn belly bloat, or if your doctor has ever raised concerns about your liver health, try this. Go online. Get some whole roasted organic barley grains, not tea bags, not processed powders. They're real grains. Cold brew them overnight with clean filtered water. Optionally, add ginger and cinnamon if you want that winter boost. Drink it first thing every morning. Stick with it for at least 30 days. And watch what your body tells you. If you start noticing better digestion, less bloating, clearer skin, or even just waking up with more energy, come back here, drop a comment, and share your story. Because if there's one thing we've learned from Dr. Tanaka's case, it's that small, consistent changes can lead to profound health transformations over time. And the best part? This isn't just about Dr. Tanaka or Mr. Fujimoto. This is about taking control of your own health in a way that's sustainable, natural, and incredibly effective. If you found this video valuable, please hit the like button. It really helps more people discover our source for proven senior health guidance. And don't forget to subscribe, because in our next video, we're going even deeper into another powerful morning ritual from Okinawa, involving a surprising ingredient that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. But almost nobody uses it the right way for liver health. Stay curious, stay informed, and as always, stay healthy.